Hey, oh, Los Angeles, oh my god, why? What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite movies. And today I'm going to be doing another movie roundup video, where I essentially talk about the movies I've watched in May 2022, Part 2. Starting off, I watched 喋血雙雄, or The Killer, written and directed by John Woo, or Yu Sum, from the year 1989. And first of all, I will not talk about Hong Kong films in this video all that much because a little bit later in June I will be making an even longer video talking about these movies. But let me just simplify it for you. This might be my favorite John Woo film so far. It is basically his style, the blood spurt, the doves, brotherhood, the violence, the gangsters, but turned up to 11. There are tons of great scenes in this movie. The main two characters are amazing. You really root for the main two characters. Tons of amazing action, and it has a very tight pace. I truly enjoyed this film, and I can't recommend this film more enough, whatever that means. 9 out of 10. Next up, I watched Munich from the year 2005, directed by Steven Spielberg, and I surprisingly love it. This film is basically classic Spielberg with top-notch Hollywood filmmaking. Yeah, it is conventional filmmaking, it is really easy to the eyes and ears, but it is still good nonetheless. This movie has perfect pacing. Despite being over 2.5 hours long, it still feels really short. And what I love the most about this film is that it is a political thriller and a psychological thriller at the same time combined. And it is really effective in what it's trying to say about wars and conflicts and paranoia and fear. It is definitely way deeper and a little bit more profound than I thought it would be, and I ended up just really enjoying it. I love political thrillers, I love psychological thrillers, and when it's combined, I friggin' love it. 9 out of 10. Then, for my film class in college, I watched Star Wars Episode 3 within a minute, where essentially the whole video is basically a documentary about how within a minute in Star Wars Episode 3, there are tons of things going on. The writing, the costume design department, the construction, the editing, the CGI, the makeup, the acting, everything, the production, just oh my god, filmmaking, am I right? Filmmaking. Then I watched Members Only, or 私人會所, from the year 2017, directed by Ngan Maiko, and it's boring garbage. 3 out of 10, it's bad, don't watch it, oh my god. Then I watched The Conjuring from 2013, directed by James Wan. Finally, The Conjuring is a solid horror film with a similar formula with other American horror films. It also has a lot of the same tropes with classic American horror films with the demons and oh my god, I'm afraid of Christians because they're powerful and I'm a demon, oh my god. But that being said though, this film has some legitimately effective scares. I was quite spooked for a few scenes. I mean, the hand clap scene, come on, that's a very creative jump scare. Still, overall, I wouldn't say it's great. I'd say it's a 7 out of 10. Then I watched Better Call Saul Season 6 Part 1, because it's the final season, so it is split into 2. But essentially, this time the writers really take it slow, but it still somehow works. The show still has great characters, great story, and great filmmaking. It's just that it's not as exciting as I hoped it would be, despite a couple of shocking scenes, which I will not spoil. But still, overall, I think Better Call Saul has some of the best writing in television right now, and everybody needs to watch it. It's amazing. Then I finished watching JoJo no Kimona Boken, Part 6 Stone Ocean, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Part 6, Part 1, because Netflix decided to release JoJo Part 6 in 3 separate batches, because why not? Let's kill the hype. Now, I love JoJo, but for some reason, I didn't really enjoy JoJo Part 6 at first. It just felt really sloppy to me. Editing, the music, the whole pacing and directing of it, it's just not very great. But at around episode 3 and episode 4, it just clicked for me very soon, and it made me fall in love with JoJo all over again. It's just so creative, so fun, so wacky. I like the music, the voice acting is top notch. I love the colors, and man, do I want to have a stand ability. Just please strike me with a stand arrow. I need a stand ability. ASAP, 8 out of 10. Then I watched A Touch of Zen, or 夏女, or 合女, from the year 1971. It is directed by King Hu, or Wu Gumchu, or Hu Jinquan. I tried, leave me alone. Now, this is a movie that I watched simply because my former Chinese teacher had recommended this film to me, and truth be told, this is one of the most artsy and ambitious and strangely paced martial arts films ever. First of all, this film is stunningly beautiful. The production design is just jaw-dropping, just breathtaking. It's just amazing. However, the story is quite weird. The structure is a little bit off-kiltered, and in an intentional way, in an artsy way. And I think I don't really quite know how am I gonna enjoy this film? I feel like it'll take a ton of rewatches for me to fully enjoy this film, but so far I do really like it. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it's a 10 out of 10 for now. I don't know, maybe it'll change, maybe it's going to solidify itself as a real 10 out of 10, or maybe it'll drop into an 8 or a 9, I don't know. But so far, it's pretty great. I'm liking it. It's long, but it's a pretty surreal experience, I have to say. Next up, I watched Visible Secret, or 幽靈人間, from the year 2001, directed by Anne Hu, or Hu Nganhua. And again, I'm not going to talk too much about this film, but I just want to say that the process of watching this film is god-awful. It is painful, because I searched all over the entire internet to watch this film, and there's only one website that plays this film, and it's a shady-ass Chinese website. And the thing is, there's the Mandarin dub, and then there's the Cantonese dub. And the Mandarin dub plays smoothly, but the Cantonese dub is what I want to watch, because it is the original language of the film. So it kept on buffering again and again and again every 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes even every few seconds. So what I ended up doing is that I used OBS display capture to literally screen record my laptop while playing the film over the course of like 2 days, and then I process all these clips via Handbrake into MP4 format. I imported them into Adobe Premiere Pro editing software, and then I manually edited out every single buffer, and then I exported it, and then I watched it. It is painful, but yeah, the film is pretty good, and I feel like that's just me. It's not for everyone, but I like it. 8 out of 10. Then I watched田園に死す, or Pastoral, To Die in the Country, a film from 1974 written and directed by Terayama Shuji. This film is visually stunning. The countryside depicted in this film is hypnagogic, quirky, eccentric, disorienting, and psychedelic, and the whole film is a very surreal experience, and I love shit like this. This film was also very creative and profound. It has a lot to say about the past, childhood, memory, and embracing your own self and your own identity. I love the opening scene and the ending scene. They're both fantastic, and there are just memorable scenes and moments all across the film. I truly enjoy it, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Finally, a little bit earlier, I think half an hour ago, I finished watching Strada from the year 1954, written and directed by Federico Fellini. This is my first Fellini film. Just like A Touch of Zen, this film is recommended by Mr. P, my former Chinese teacher. He loves the work of Federico Fellini, and he told me that this film would be the best film for beginners. And as expected, La Strada is a mid-paced, character-driven drama. And it has great character writing with depth and layers, and an unforgettable ending. It's a really, really good film. It didn't blow me away or anything, but the whole film just comes off with a lot of heart and with a lot to say. I'm giving La Strada a strong 8 out of 10. So, these are the films and TV shows I've watched in May, the second half. What did you watch? Comments below, let me know, and subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.